and who could be a Sabian and who can't be, and I'm not in the game for that. All I'm saying is I don't know what everybody else is doing, right? I don't know why everybody else do the things that they do or collect money for what they collect money for. Let's get this on record. Faise.1.com has never, ever collected not a penny on behalf of Dr. Melakazi York. Ever. I've never said, yo, I'm going to get this. Yo, we do this fundraiser. And I do fundraisers every fucking Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? I've never collected a single penny with all of the people who walk with me. Thousands of dollars have been raised. Never have I said, we're going to do this fundraiser, y'all. I'm going to get this money for Pops. And then, so a lot of people was trying to play that game, say he collect money and talking about Dr. I'll talk about Dr. York every fucking day. Me doing a fundraiser has nothing to do with Dr. York because 99% of the people who said that they was fundraising on behalf of Dr. York, somehow their pockets got fatter. And he stayed in prison. For all the people who've been selling his books, somehow none of that money was put on his books. But y'all got cars and shit. Y'all got houses and shit. Y'all got stores and shit. Y'all able to go out and enjoy life and do balls and parties and festivals and kickbacks and whoopbacks and shit. But somehow all the books y'all been selling, when I talk to the family, ain't none of that went on his books.
Well, I want to say this.
You were not given permission to sell his books to begin with.
They were supposed to be given out to the people for free.
They want to give him permission. And I know who owns All Eyes on Egypt. So I know you ain't went through them because all I got to do is scream and ask them, yo, did they go through you? Because I know who has that ownership of All Eyes on Egypt, which is the reason why a lot of y'all had to stop calling y'all stores All Eyes on Egypt. You understand? So, here go my thing, because like I was just telling you with the situation with Atmos, they know who the weirdos be. They know niggas got allegations on them in the community. And I remember looking over as I was singing the song. I'm like, what the hell? Like, why niggas is staring at me like this? And then I came over to ask them what was going on. And the stepfather, potato head looking man was like, he said, you know Talib? I said, and I ain't know him personally, but I know who that is. My peoples know him personally. He said, okay, cool. I was just checking. They looked at each other. You know how niggas do, like, yeah. Like they just G-check me. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this nigga just G-check me on Music Soul Child. It don't even fit in the same sentence. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, whatever. And I'm not knowing that these niggas is having animosity at that time. So, yeah, I was asking you that because I remember it coming up that them niggas was indicated and even fucking around with that family. That whole family. So, here go my thing. If that's your father, why do you think it'll be even necessary? For one, it's not to say that just because he's your father, you have to align with or believe what he believes in any of that. That's not what it's saying. However, why do you find the need to highlight Dr. Ben, the rest of these people, and then completely disregard where you got your whole teaching style from, all right? Where you got the whole look from, where you got all the shit you be talking about from. It's in the Holy Tablets, by the way. Everything Atmos be talking about. Dr. Ben didn't have the high science on it. Dr. York did. But Dr. York ain't mentioned. And then one of my peoples came back and gave me that confirmation. He said he don't fuck with his father. And he don't fuck with the teachings. You feel what I'm saying? But to y'all, he trying to make y'all think I'm trying to slander him. Well, let me tell you something. Slander is the way of Halal. Lies is the way of Halal. Atmos lied on live. Lifewave lied on live. Y'all came on here and lied. Y'all went and slandered. Because if you say the truth, you have to indicate yourself as snakes. So speaking the truth has never been slander. We don't rock with Halal's way. Let's tell the truth. All right? If that's your father, because for one, Atmos is the young nigga. He don't like, bro, he was like little bitty ass nigga running around. If you was running around on Tom Ray. You don't remember shit. You can look at a picture, but you don't remember the shit. You little, you brand new here. Okay, meaning even with the information, you just came around because Eli York told me that. Your own brother told me that. he was explaining to me the first conversation y'all had that allowed for you to go back into the conversation of high knowledge and affirmation. He said, yo, you need to start putting out the actual facts. You need to start doing that. Eli York told you to do that. He was telling me, he showed me. I was sitting in Eli York's studio when he showed me the civilization from 200,000 years ago, the ancient Sumerian civilization they found. There was a little circular looking civilization. He said, yeah, I've been talking to Atmos about this. So when he come out and speak on it, he said, I want him to use his platform to actually teach the high science. All right, boom. That's how you came into this. And then your issue with me was when you were sitting around me, because you was around me in person, Atmos. When you were sitting around me, you can kick it to these people because you can cut and paste and edit videos and post the shit like you know what you're talking about. But when you come around people who dedicated their whole life to this, you got to take a breath and be like, wait a minute, I can't kick it and act like I'm green light around green light. That was your issue. I wondered to myself, why is this nigga so fucking quiet? You were quiet most of the time around us when I was there. And they ask questions. The sisters, that's be the main thing. When the women ask questions and the brother can answer, it sparks the same thing that Kabil felt. Jealousy or Cain. It sparks that same thing. And you feel his poison steaming on the side of your neck. And you look over and it's your brother staring at you. You feel what I'm saying? And I didn't understand that. That's why they ran to y'all with this narrative that I was upset about a female when I got messages, phone calls, recorded documents of y'all niggas literally saying that y'all was head over heels over her. You was just trying to get with her. I never said that. It was y'all. Niggas making posts talking about some, oh, I get it, posting a little baby thing, talking about some, we got to stop letting the beat be over females. I get it, but I love y'all. Nobody said anything to me. Everybody's dealing with the kappa. Everybody's dealing with the job. Nobody said anything to me. I just got off the phone with one of the brothers recently. Nigga was like, they said that they just trying to get you to shoot a fair one and you didn't want to shoot a fair one. Bullshit. Bullshit. Bullshit.
He said bullshit.
That's not how that happened. You understand? And he didn't know. Your folks out here trying to kick it like they try to kick it. They say, oh, because Phase One got one of these and he'll let him motherfucker, he know he carried them, or because he cussed that he ain't representing the master teacher. Well, let's be honest. Master teacher cussed all the fucking time, right? And not only that, he carried guns. You feel what I'm saying? So they tried to kick it and say, he's a disagreeable. We don't do all that disagreeable stuff. And the next thing you know, you see Lifeway bucking up on Benchy, man, right? Victor, okay, arguing over who the fuck discovered the leaves. And said, don't give niggas my information, nigga. Stop giving niggas my information. Nigga, I'm C-Moss King around this bitch. I'm C-Moss King around this bitch. That's what he said verbatim. That's what he said. The my gummies, nigga. He said, Victor, anybody can come see me. But he didn't let y'all know there was a parentheses that came with that, except Phase One. Because when I came, multiple occasions, it was none of that. It was always, I shook some, I shook Gadad, Rahubad, how many followers you got now, Gadad? You know, overstand you, we need you, da da da. It was all that. It was never none of that beefing up shit. And you can't even say beef up. I mean, whatever it was never that leaping up shit when it came to me. You feel what I'm saying? So my whole policy is, if I was so disagreeable because I'm out front.
Hello?
You know how you do, Michael?
He must have, did he swipe left?
But Mikael don't fight with like cotton candy. When we come with swords, that's what the fuck we use. And we don't care. We can't hear shit. And sometimes people try to make you think that's a deficit. It's not. Because you don't need to hear every motherfucking body. You only need to hear the one voice that counts, and that's the Most High. You know what I'm saying? That's the only voice that counts. And if that's your voice, well, great news to me. You understand? But they want us to be softies. They want us to act. No, we're not kicking it self-righteous for anybody. There's a war taking place. So for all y'all who've been following after these people, looking up to these people, all the folks who try to kick it like they vegans and they, you know, saying breathe green light and it's all peace, love, and light, them be the biggest devils behind the scene. Them be the biggest ones. How you think all these scandals keep blowing up? People fucking on each other. You know what I'm saying? People fucking on each other's husbands and all kinds of shit.
He's another scammer.
Huh?
I say he's just another scammer. You know what I'm saying? He's just a new age scammer. He was trying to figure out whose legacy he could take, whether it was Dr. Sabi's or Pop's. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to figure out which way to go. I see what it is with that man, selling people fake herbs and all of that stuff. Trust me, I see what's going on. I just sit back and pay attention, shall I say? You know what I'm saying? That's all I could do at this point.
The games is up. The games, the vision I had Or it was actually a dream, but it had that feeling where it's like this is electronic.
Mm-hmm.
Or electric, that was the word.
This was
Pop
a
was in
lot.
all white, and we were standing on Stone Mountain. It looked like Stone Mountain. And he was saying, get them all together. That's all I kept hearing him say, get them all together. Get them all together. Right? He already said we all one family, Sunrise, about what you were saying earlier. I heard you. So I wish everybody could just get along, da-da-da-da-da.
Right.
You were there for a lot of this, Sunrise.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right in the middle, in the crossfire.
Right, and there were things you didn't know because you had DM Mrs. Faise before she knew who I was. She had just found out who I was. This is last year. Actually, it might have been 2022. It was 2022. Oh yeah, it was last year. She had no. You found out. This is when you first found out, 2022, right? And you had DM her, and y'all were having a conversation back and forth about like the Proconians and stuff like that. I don't know if you remember. And LifeWave had wanted her to come to like an event and stuff like that. But she had hit you up and was like, yo, why didn't you tell me about this man Faise? Right? And she had questions for you about what happened with the situation between me and Opmos. And you gave her a voice recording and you was like, you said, you know, basically your Faise, he's a young guy. You know what I mean?
Right.
Opmos is a young guy too.
Right.
I'm an older guy. We don't do it like this, you know. Those are young guys, so they get into it. Sunrise, you didn't know what you were talking about.
No,
hold on. And what was
that's
crazy?
How I felt.
What was crazy?
That's how I really feel, though. But go ahead.
Hold on. Because what was crazy is you were right. You were right there. You were right there. And granted, you was on the trip when the shit was going down, so I can give you that because, like, yeah, probably wasn't really even there.
Yeah, I was having fun, man.
You was gone.
Right,
but that was more the reason for you to zip up because you didn't know what you was talking about. But a lot of people did that, and they ran with the narrative that we was beefing over Nikki.
Right.
But y'all didn't come ask me anything. So my whole thing was, who was y'all talking to? If y'all didn't ask me shit, and everybody had, it was crazy is she's sitting right here, right? If y'all didn't ask me shit, who was y'all talking to get all this information about shit you ain't asked me about? But nobody didn't want to ask me. Same way nobody was really letting people know that I was out here. That's why she had that, like, yo, who was this nigga Faise 1? I didn't even know he was out here. Okay, exactly. Same way LifeWave tried to kick it like he wanted people to know. But as soon as a small infraction came on account of the other demon or the other jinn called Beyond 5D, what everybody did. They did like SG Hazel, the rest of them. They merged together. They went over there like little fanboys to Dwight Howard house. Kim walking around with her plate and shit. You know what I'm saying? Feeding the little vegan shit. I saw that shit. Everybody was doing a little fan shit. Nobody wanted me near. But before that point, LifeWave was saying, yo, I need you to meet Dwight Howard. I need you to meet Summer Walker. I need you to meet NLE Chopper. We can't lose with you. So I just wanted to say that because you didn't know. All right, it had nothing to do with that. Everything I've been doing, when my name got factored in anything, has been focused on the efforts of this that we're doing right now. Dr. Malachi York's name being cleared, for one, not just for people to know it, but his name being cleared. Nuwapu, all right? Whether you call it Wusabat, whatever you want to call it, I'm not fucked up about that. Whatever you want to call it, right knowledge being brought to the masses. Right now, you see us doing the language classes. Sunrise, true or false? Did I not ask you if we could start doing language classes?
Yeah, like last year.
Last year. It was 2 years ago, actually.
Right.
Who's teaching language classes?
Mrs. Faise.
Miss Faise.
Right?
Okay.
So
On YouTube.
Look, on record, Sunrise, damn near 2 years ago. I ain't asked you if we could do it.
You did, too. You did, too.
And I said, yo, all I need you to do is just come with like 10 words. Come with like 10 words if you can. Or something simple. We can start there. Start with the Rahu Bat, whatever. You come in the live.
So you're teaching Nuwapic? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
y'all teaching Nuwapic? Okay, cool. That's what's up. Because I don't know about this new language they're doing.
Right.
But,
I wanted people to get the original tones that I was giving. Yeah. Before we even go into any of the sabag or anything, I want people to receive the tones so they can at least be familiar with those tones. The reason why I'm doing this is not to put Sunrise on the spot. It's to show.
Now, put me on the spot. Let's go. Let's do it.
Yeah, and look, I respect that. This wasn't Mrs. Faise teaching the language wasn't a gimmick. I already attempted to get other people to aid and assist with the language being brought to the people. What you think Nikki lineup was gonna be? Nikki whole shit was she was gonna help me. That's what the whole shit was.
Who's Nikki?
I need you to help me with this. There needs to be a feminine aspect associated with this. That's what the shit was. It was never no romantic anything. It's not a single letter, text, nothing that was saying we that was good. We had a good time. None of that stuff. It's none of that. It was all straight to the point. And Sunrock, you was there even with the first day of the event when what do you call it? Lifeway booked the Airbnb, and we came sitting right next to you. And like Nikki was there. You remember 5D came, all the other extra cappers. I didn't know who none of those people were that came through. It was all about business. So I just want to end it with that to say, I don't know what everybody else is doing. I don't know what everybody else is trying to prove. Okay, but I had my plan in my head since I was 5 years old, and there's nothing that's going to stop me from continuing this plan. That's why I said it was a nigga that got on here and tried to say Dr. York was saying that I need to stop speaking. So I didn't hide. I didn't run. I let him do just like this. I said, come on live and let's talk. Nigga didn't have shit. He didn't have anything. All he had was him pop some he didn't write the 9 book. And some other shit. I've been telling people for years. I said, I don't know about them actual facts books.
Right. I've been saying the same thing.
I said, I don't know about that. I don't know about all that ham seed and none of that. I said, Pops don't move that fucking slow.
No,
he
he's
ain't
not.
Gonna put out a whole bunch of books repeating the old shit that he taught. I said, this is too advanced in this day and time, right? So he was saying he wasn't writing certain books, and he said he ain't the leader of all Nubians, da-da-da-da. I said, that makes sense to me. But the dude was trying to make it seem like Pop was saying he's not the leader of Nubians. I said, that's not what he said. I said, pull up the transcript. He pulled up the transcript. I said, see right there when he said he's not the leader of all Nubians, he been saying that. Meaning he not, whatever y'all other folks got going on, y'all are doing your own thing.
Right.
He said that. So here's what I do, and you can't blame me. If I didn't hear Pop say the shit, or if it ain't coming from a source where I done already beheld the writings, the letters, whatever, I don't trust what anybody says about anything. Because he said, trust nobody. Don't believe anybody.
Don't believe me, do your research.
No, he was like,
Check it out.
Listen, that's 19, he said that too. He was 1992. He said, don't believe anybody. He said, you take this off the mountain with you. Don't believe anybody. I know, if I know anything, I know Pop's a master chess player. And when he said certain things, you might have thought he was talking about that particular time period alone. But no, go back and listen to Nubian Still Under the Spell from 2004. He predicted Life Wave. He predicted Brother Polite. He predicted all y'all niggas and said y'all were going to take little pieces. He said he predicted the polygamy movement with Rashad Jamal and the rest of them. He said they're going to take the polygamy thing. They like the polygamy thing, right? He said they're going to take the whatever the science here, the comedic science here. He said next thing you know, he said they're going to have drivers, license plate they're going to be selling, the tea bags they're going to be selling. He said the hats they're going to be selling. He said that has nothing to do with our movement. I could play it for you if I had time, or I'll go make it live and put it on YouTube. But he said it already. So that's the thing. I'm not for any of these games. I never wanted to make friends with y'all niggas. I wanted to work. So if you came and you was helping, listen, we might as well have been best friends. Only if you working and helping. I didn't want to join with nobody, BWO and none of this extra shit these folk got going on. Here go one truth. The only master teacher we've ever had in his story or our story is Dr. Malachi York that we can account for, right? And in this day and time, there's nobody on this planet that has proven to be more advanced spiritually, consciously, linguistically, any of that. You don't know nobody speaking 19 languages, none of that shit. Translating them, all that. There's no one who surpassed the master of this time period. Okay, so guess what? I don't have an issue.
Faise, I'm sorry not to cut you off real quick, but
if you don't, then I'll speak for another 30 minutes. You know me.
No, I was gonna say that it was something going on with my phone. I just went to make sure that y'all know before my phone start acting up again.
Okay.
And somebody mentioned earlier that that we're scamming and we're asking for money and stuff like that. I want to mention something about that. First of all, I have money before even coming back to this whole situation. Y'all could see that I've been traveling the world before I even started becoming alive and talking to people and stuff like that. I actually decided that I'm at the point in my life where I could stop. I've been doing youth development programs for over 9 years, for as long as my daughter's been alive. So people have been donating to me for their support, and they see that, like I tell them, the money goes directly to children around the world, and the other half will go sometimes to spiritual work that I do. That's about it, which will be a basic offering on that person's behalf. So I just want people to know that I'm not here to ask anybody for money at all. But if you're willing to offer to donate towards the help of youth development, by all means, it's open, but it's not, no one's begging you at all, And my thing is, I always tell people, if you want to support, purchase something. That way you got something out of it. That way you can't say that I got your money for something.
Right.
Absolutely. And I purchased some of the stuff on Egyptian royalty or her clothing line, and it is great. I personally have purchased some stuff. So.
Did you ever find those other pants?
Nah,
No, right?
man, I think my neighbor took them things. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on.
I'm gonna buy something soon. Faise, I'm gonna donate
It's
soon.
okay.
Just let y'all know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Faise,
I
I
mean,
was I had hit you up on your messenger in order for me to send something through Zelle because I ain't got cash up. But,
Okay. I don't have Zelle, but
okay.
yeah. Look, I listen. I appreciate the blessing.
Yeah, I'm gonna
It's
donate
still a
soon.
blessing.
yeah,
Sure,
that's
sure.
what I'm saying.
It
It's a
wasn't. It ain't the
blessing. Yeah.
money.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? It's not the money.
It's the thought.
It's the thought that you was
Yeah,
okay.
it's
I'm
the
gonna
thought.
rock
Sure.
with. I'm gonna
Hmm.
rock with. Young
Yeah.
Elder, what's going on, bro? It's
Hey.
the thought.
Yeah,
I
it's
shook.
the
I shook.
I never
thought
been
that
bent
counts.
up over no. I never been bent up over money either. I tell people what it is. That's why I
Mm-hmm.
ask people, please explain. I don't know who would be able to do the phase one expose because somebody came on here and said LifeWave can expose you. What is he going to expose?
Okay.
LifeWave don't want to expose himself.
Mm-hmm.
Only one who can listen.
Right.
Only one who can expose phase one is me, and I do that all the damn time. If you want to know something about me, ask me.
Can
That's
I ask y'all a question? Can I ask y'all a
yeah. Go
question?
ahead.
What needs to be done that we can all sit down and come to a resolution?
Okay.
I'm talking
Here's
about
what you need to
everybody.
do. Here's what everybody needs to do.
But hold on. I'm
Oh,
talking about
go ahead.
everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody. 19
I
Keys
don't.
coming.
I don't. I
19
don't.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. I
okay.
already said this.
Real quick. 19 Keys
Jabril
coming.
Muhammad.
LifeWave coming. Akmo's coming. Faze coming. Uma coming. Sunrock coming. Who coming? All one table, sit down and be peaceful.
I'm talking
Now
about.
I
Yeah. I'm
really
talking about people that's not even associated with none of that.
I
Yeah.
should
Anybody. Everybody. Here's what y'all can do, and here's what we will do. Take a picture of Dr. Melikazi York, right, and draw a rainbow around it. If you got children, all right, go get your children to do it. Show your children the picture of Dr. Melikazi York and have your children draw a rainbow, all right, illustrate a rainbow around Dr. Melikazi York. This science is called a yay, a yay.
Oh,
all right.
what? Okay. Yeah, okay.
Excuse me.
No, what was it called? You said a yay?
It's called it's what you're drawing is a yay.
Okay, got you. All right, bet.
All right, YEI.
All right, bet.
So
All right.
interesting. I'm looking at my daily planner, and I didn't remember. I wrote in my daily planner York right at the top of March 1st, and I guess this is what was meant to happen.
Listen, this is
That's
an ancient
interesting.
Navajo science. I'm not telling you anything that we haven't
Interesting.
done in our ancestry. For those of you who have that type of ancestry association,
Somebody
this is
said
to
you got some
protect.
explaining to do.
You know what I'm saying? What happened?
No, they go in that young elder saying he got some explaining to do because I had asked him to expose the fraud stuff on his platform, and he kind of just kindly ignored me, like as if I didn't ask him. But and I showed
Your
the
elder
proof
was
of
just
that.
telling me
So
that he was showing up to the event. He showed up 8 p.m. sharp.
he showed up to that event. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
so
did. He showed up to
it
that
ain't
event.
nothing like
He
that.
texted me and told me. He texted me and told me that he was going there while he was there before I got there.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
he listen. He big on support. That had to
Right,
be some
but
type of
that
misunderstanding.
no, but that right. But I also asked him. I asked him, I in my DM, in which I've shown proof in the last live, the anybody who's gonna watch that long live, that I asked him twice about me exposing the fraud on his platform, the fraud that has been taking place in regards to my father's properties and stuff like that. But he just kindly just ignored it.
Okay, when you ask him that?
Hold on, let me look in some messages.
So take a picture. So all right, so let's back up. Take a picture, create a yay, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a rainbow. It'll be more powerful if you get your children to do it. Right? Draw or color, illustrate a rainbow around Dr. York. Because
Now he says you don't like me that much.
He coming home. There needs to be a safe passage for him to get here. He coming home. If you got white candles, get 7 of them or 3 of them. Light them up. All right? Safe passage. Pop coming home. He just needs safe passage. This will be you covering him. We already got the green light going. That done already cracked some shit open. That's why everybody talking about him now. Because El Qadir is everywhere. Everywhere you look, you see green light. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's called a yay. Y-E-Y. Y-E-I.
Yay.
You know what I mean? So yeah,
Yes,
this is
Saturday I asked a couple times. You can see I asked right here, and I
Who's that?
asked right here, and then as you see, I said never mind, because it's like,
Oh,
you keep asking somebody something. I don't the type of person I don't like asking people for nothing as it is. So bad enough you got me asking you for something more than once. So
I'm saying, look,
yeah.
you asked about that after the event, for you supposed
Yes.
to be doing it.
Yes. After the
That's what I'm
event.
saying.
Yes.
So y'all just gotta talk about that, because his whole thing was like, bro, I'm at this event, ain't nobody even here. The shit say 8 p.m. sharp.
Yeah, but that was
Nope.
that was my aunt that did that. That was
Yeah,
had
so
nothing to
that's
do
what I'm
with me.
saying.
I
Y'all
was
gotta
on my
like
way
people
there.
gotta
I was
it's
on my way
communication.
there
Like
too.
I'm telling you, behind the scenes, and I'm not
He
just
never
saying it because like
he
this is
said
my
he
boy.
never
Like
got he